Sustainability Karma, a podcast series on sustainable development, sustainability, and ESG, or environmental, social, and governance. In this podcast series, with senior journalist and editor Rajiv Tikoo, a who's who of thought leaders from the government, private sector, and civil society share their mantra for accelerating development in India and making the world a better place.
Namaskar. Welcome to this episode of Sustainability Karma. I am your host, Rajiv Tikoo. Today we focus on the role of the textile sector in India's development journey. The textile sector is of crucial importance to India for its contribution to GDP, industrial output, and export earnings. The sector is also the second largest employer in India after agriculture. At the same time, the production of textiles is energy and emission intensive. The sector also causes water, air, and soil pollution. With increasing focus on green development in India and abroad, it becomes important for the sector to embrace sustainability for its profits as well as people and the planet. In today's episode, we talk to an industry leader in India, Dipali Goenka, CEO and MD of Welspun India, to try to understand the issues and the way forward. Dipali Goenka has led Welspun India to make it one of the largest home textile companies in the world. She's also known as a CEO with a soul for her passion for inclusive development. We're pleased to welcome Dipali Goenka to this episode of Sustainability Karma. Let me begin by asking you, how is Welspun India embedding sustainability in its business?
First of all, I want to thank you for inviting me, FM Rainbow. And I must tell you, this is very close to my heart and close to our heart at Welspun India. Sustainability is something that runs as a thread across Welspun India. I must tell you that. For us, as you know, textile guzzles a lot of water. So we actually recycle 40 million liters of water so that the farmers get water for irrigation and there's potable water for drinking in the community. And, the important aspect is that everything that we do here actually goes back into our system, whether it's the rags that we generate, which we have a project called Spun. So we recycle around 200 tons of rags that we generate, and women make cushions and rugs out of it. So they get, they earn money. And I always believe something, our journey towards 5 trillion GDP as a country, if women are empowered, the child is definitely going to school because literacy is the biggest element for a growth as a country. Right. So this is where it has begun. And we've laid out a milestone, Rajiv, for a journey here. So, everything has a roadmap till 2030. So we are accountable, we hold ourselves accountable, and we report back every quarter to the board about our developments as well.
How is the textile industry, which is one of the most energy intensive and polluting industries, addressing the sustainability challenges?
So there's lots happening, and I think at all levels. And something I must tell you, as we all are exporting globally as well, there are a lot of mandates that come in from the global sustainability indexes for everyone as well. So I always say that, so textiles is, there are challenges because the industry is like that. But if there's a leader who leads it, who sets examples and milestones, and there are retailers who hold us accountable along with the consumer, because the consumer is moving towards sustainability index, and you look at the generation, the Gen Z and the millennials, you'll see them. I mean, for everything has to be sustainable. I think that's what actually leads it and makes it, important for all the textile industries to make it happen as well.
How is India Inc. gearing up to support Prime Minister Narendra Modi's COP26 Panchamrit commitments, particularly on achieving the net zero target by 2070?
So I think the important thing is about green energy. And the power. And I think that's going to be very, very important. And we as, I think, a country, we all are moving towards that. Definitely reducing the power consumption in the terms of making it green will be very, very important. They're taking a significant step to support Modi ji's commitments here. So to fulfill the commitment of raising non-fossil fuel-based energy capacity to 500 gigawatts by 2030, India is actively investing in and promoting renewable energy sources. And that is going to be a goal for all of us at corporate to do that.
And what's your sense about India's progress on Sustainable Development Goals or SDGs?
India is the largest population in the world. And making that impact on sustainability, it takes a big deal. I think a lot of evolved and developed nations are still doing that. And they are in the process to do it. While as a nation, we have made significant strides, actually looking at SDG 1, SDG 2, SDG 3, which is like, no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, clean water, sanitation, and SDG 13, climate action.
Right.
So it faces significant obstacles in the other areas. But I think there's an opportunity here, which the government is working on.
Right.
So now it will be also about diversity, Rajiv. I think that is going to be a main focus where it is going to be about equality. And I will always again reinstate that a journey towards 5 trillion GDP is not going to be done by one segment or, for the male segment, but we're also needing the other, the fairer sex also to be a part of it as well.
Right. How would you like India Inc. to contribute to the G20 agenda?
We should be prioritizing the green development initiatives that promote sustainability and environmental responsibility, embracing clean technologies, renewable energy, and eco-friendly practices. And they can help mitigate climate change and reduce our carbon footprint.
Right.
Gender equality should be the topmost priority. Promoting equal opportunities and representation for women in leadership positions is not just a moral imperative, but also a strategic business decision. Gender diverse leadership teams are very, very important because I've seen it at Welspun as well, because the diversity brings the differentiation as well. And that should be the kind of a goal for a lot of corporates here.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Rajivji. Lovely meeting you.
Thank you.
We hope you like this program. This program is also live streamed on All India Radio and aired on community radio stations. We look forward to your feedback on our WhatsApp number 9818120554. For participation in this program, write to us at sustainabilitykarma@gmail.com. You may also connect with us on social media. This podcast is also available on podcasting hosting sites. Looking forward to meet you again at the same time next week with a new episode and a new guest. Till then, goodbye from all of us. Sustainability Karma, a podcast series with senior journalist and editor Rajiv Tikoo on sustainable development, sustainability and ESG.